Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're back in the Tengu. We're actually in a wormhole right now because last time we were doing a 6 out of 10 and it did not go that well. I did not have enough ammunition to fight the boss. The boss just had too much rep. It was really unfortunate. As you can see right here, we've only got kinetic missiles and some Mjolnir javelins. I had some Mjolnir rage torpedoes and those could have killed the boss, but I used them already like on the NPCs beforehand to get to the boss. And then when I actually came to the boss, I ran out and it was really tragic. So we're trying to make our way back to like high sec to restock our Tengu right here because we want to be able to fill up our ammunition in our Tengu. So I'm in a C6, I believe it is wormhole, a C6 wormhole, at least a deadly wormhole, deadly or dangerous wormhole, one of those high tier ones at least, because I found one in nullsec and that's what we're going to be trying to do right here. We're going to be trying to find our way home. So we're in a little bit of a game of wormholes right here. So let's see now. We will go here and check on dotland real quick. J101951. Or not dotland, but we can see here. Look, C6. You see, class 6. Okay. Let's do a little bit of scanning. I was thinking that like based on what happened before, because it's now been like in real life, might not seem like that for the video, but it has been like 2 days, 2-3 days since I did that 6 out of 10. And it was like I was just like reflecting a little bit about the Tengu, like, oh, what is good about it, what's not so good about it. And I was actually very impressed with how good the Tengu is for the price, because the Tengu really is just, it feels like it's just a better version of like the Gila in almost every way, because we have inherently a lot more tank than the Gila, we have more DPS, and we also have pretty good application and range. The only thing is maybe the range is better on the Gila. Like the range is good on the Tengu with the heavy assault missiles, but it could be better because the Gila can use like a 70-kilometer range with his drones. But even then, the drones take time to land on their target, and that is, you know, something that you have to take into consideration. It's not like, oh, it's going to start doing damage straight away. That's also something that's quite annoying as well, is that when you're doing DD sites, Abyss, well, we're not doing Abyss in this, but your drones, then, if they have to go out far, it's quite a risky situation, actually, because your drones, they can get shot when they're very far away, and if they start getting shot when they're far away, especially if they get webified, high risk that they are going to get popped, because, you know, if they're far away, it's going to take a long time for them to get back to safety into your drone bay. That's one thing that is really great about this tank right here. And just the best thing of all is that we've got really good tank and we're not even using much bling. Like, this is the same price as like a Tech 2 fitted, or a little bit more than Tech 2 fitted Gila, like just a slight semi-bling Gila, you could say. And we're still doing really good DPS and have really good tank as well. If we see here the resist, we have good resistors, really good resist as well. So, and we've got so much functionality as well with the Covert cloaking device and the combat scanners. I think this ship is an amazing ship. The only thing I guess it would be the downside of it is that it's got a kinetic lock to its missiles, because, you know, you have to have kinetic missiles to take full advantage of its damage. But it's sort of a bit like that with the Gila, but you do have a bit more flexibility with the Gila as well. You got the thermal missile bonus as well, and then you got all different types of drones as well. Let's see, what wormhole is this? Deadly unknown parts of space. Okay, we don't really have much to do here. But what do you guys think? Are there any like bonuses and negatives that you can think of that you personally think that are very good or very bad with the Tengu versus the Gila? Like, what's some big differences there? I think one of the main things, at least, is that how good it is and how much functionality you get at the same time in the Tengu. Like, you get that Covert cloaking device. You really can't pack as much functionality with a Covert cloak. You can get the Stratios, which has a good functionality with the Covert cloak, but I still say the Tengu has more functionality. Like, it has more DPS. And is a little bit, like, doesn't have to rely on drones like the Stratios. And has more tank as well. Let's see now. This looks a bit strange right here. I don't know why it's scanning so low percentage. It's quite difficult to get out of these C6 wormholes, I find, because they focus a lot on like the high tier. When you're on the high tiers, there's not so many wormholes to high sec, I realize. So you have to like find your way slowly down the stairs, or just find one that leads towards a lower class, then you find one that leads towards high sec. So when you end up in a C6 wormhole, you are sort of a little bit sort of trapped here. But look at this scenery, like, it is just very Very epic scenery. It looks a lot more different than a typical wormhole space as well. Feels very special. Fortunate that I hardly ever see that because I never really spend much time in it, but I could potentially spend more time in it. I know that there are people who do wormhole sites in T3 cruisers, well at least I think they do. So that could be also something we could do. But it would not be so safe, I think. Okay, we've got a wormhole there, but I think this is the wormhole that we scanned out. Yeah, it's the wormhole we've got. One of them is right here. What about this one right here? Let's see. What about this one right here?
Warp drive active.
You can see we've got a location there, Wormy. And that is the wormhole we came through before from nullsec. But actually, I think it might be that wormhole might be have collapsed. Actually, it has been quite a bit of time. Usually, wormholes don't last more longer than 24 hours. K346. This leads into null security space. We can see where we go into null security space right here. Because that will be quite interesting. Like, what if it leads into some good null security space? Because this is not the one we were at before. Remember, we were in Sancha space before. And the issue there was the Sancha, they have low EM resist. So, I mean, what if this leads to some rats that have low kinetic resist? That would be very good for us, because we have a lot of kinetic missiles in our cargo bay. With our luck, though, what would happen is we find another site, which is right after our mission anyway. But we do have a lot more Scourge Rage, 7,000, so a lot more. I had like 3,000, I think, Mjolnir Rage before. And I was just looking here at what we've got in our cargo bay, and we can just have a lot more missiles overall. Like a lot of these modules right here, not these ones, but the mobile depot takes a lot of space. And the javelin really are completely useless. We do not need them. You know what? Let's go in here. See what we find. Entry. I like it. So wormy is what I call the wormholes that I come out from, and entry is the ones that I go into. A little bit of I have a little bit of a naming convention for my wormhole expeditions. Okay, let's see. What have we got here? I don't know if there are a lot of people here. Okay, there's some people here. This is Dracules. Okay, what is this? We've got Ishtar. Let's see, Aquarius. Let's see now, what kind of rats have we got here? Let's see now. What kind of blood raiders? Ah, that's not so good actually. Well, we are relatively close to high sec though, so we could actually maybe go into high sec. Okay, but I think we will actually. This is still. I think it's a good place that we exit from though, because of how this is like pretty close to high sec. We'll see if we can find any null sec spaces that are close. So I think we'll be satisfied with this. We'll name this Wormy. And then we'll go on Dotland again. I want to check something because I want to see what kind of adjacent systems we've got right here. So 3JJT. So I'm looking here on the map, and we're in Aquarius right now. It seems like the closest regions that have rats that would be favorable for kinetic are pretty far away. We've got Fountain over here that has Serpentis, I believe. Yeah, Serpentis. And then we've also got all of we were surrounded otherwise by all these Blood Raising Sanchas, Paragon Soul. Let's see now what has this got right here. Sanchas, yeah. And Delve is Blood Raiders, I believe. We're gonna catch Sancha. Yeah, Stain also Sancha, I think. Yeah, what it says there. But I think then we'll just try to make our way home. You can see here 35 jumps with the short route and 71 jumps with the safe route. But we're gonna go with the non-safe route right here. And see how well that goes. The main thing is this just one system right here, Ahbazon, that's gonna cause us problems. But hopefully it's not camped. And I think we do have a decent amount of buffer to potentially survive these smart bombing guys. Overheat this maybe, I don't know. But we would want to go in cloaked. So we won't be activating, I don't think we'll be able to activate our multispectrums while we're cloaked. Are we? No, we're not able to. I am playing Eve, a bit of an odd time of the day, very early in the morning. So I think that this will hopefully go good, unless these are a lot of European time zone people. Then it will, then there might be quite a few people here. Damn, there's so many blood rats on gates nowadays. They've changed that a long time ago. I remember they made some change that the rats are a bit more frequent on the gates. They've discovered gates You know what rats have done? They've added gates to their overview. They before had them removed like this. Now the rats have added stargates to their overview, so now they can actually warp to them. And now that's why we're seeing them so often. That's my theory. There was some update that happened quite a bit of time ago that they more like frequently spawn there. It's just since the last time I've been in nullsec, they didn't have that, and it just seems like very different. I noticed that that's a very noticeable thing. Something I was thinking is that would you be able to do a 6 out of 10 in a bomber? Because there were a lot of big stuff in the 6 out of 10 battleships, battlecruisers, some frigates, but very few. And I was thinking, okay, couldn't I do this in a purifier? I'm right now holding my 3D printed purifier. You guys can check out the video I made on that, how I 3D printed and painted the purifier. But I'm holding it right now, and it made me think a little bit, couldn't I have used a purifier in what we did before in the 6 out of 10? Because I could have speed tanked a lot of the rats, and I would do EM damage, do a lot of damage, and I think I would have pretty good application because I have the target painter, and I should be able to get some relatively good application to the battleships because they're not that fast. In the Abyss, they are quite fast, the battleships, so they do apply a bit worse, but I think they should be able to apply to rats, because rats in normal space tend to be a lot easier to apply to than abyssal entities, because just how abyssal entities in almost every aspect are a lot more powerful than the rats in normal space. Like more faster, just more tank overall and everything else. So I was thinking it could have maybe been an option, and we would have not run out of torpedoes because we would have only had EM torpedoes. But then again, I mean, we would have less cargo space than this, but not a whole lot less. The ammunition type, though, the torpedoes, seems to be quite cargo efficient. Like, what I mean by that is that one volley takes a very big cycle, so you use very few amount of ammunition per cycle. But I don't know how much cargo space per DPS it takes into account if it's more efficient than heavy assault missiles. I just felt, at least, is that I was shooting my heavy assault missiles and it was running out fast. When I use my purifier in the Abyss, I have my full cargo bay of maybe like 1,500 torpedoes, and that takes me quite a bit of time to deplete. It takes me quite a few abyssal sites to even come close to depletion. I've never come close to depletion without intentionally not refilling my ammunition bay. So I don't know what you guys think. Do you think it would be possible to run a 6 out of 10 in a bomber? I think it would, based on what we did right now, but might be something that I'm not taking into consideration. Maybe the sensor dumps will be too strong, I don't know. Maybe the application will be too strong on the enemy side that they'll be able to apply to me or be able to speed tank. I'm thinking an Afterburner should be enough. An Afterburner, I think, and an armor repair should be enough, especially against the... If I'm in a purifier and against the Sanchez, then you got like the armor repair, and then they've got incoming EM and thermal damage. Your armor is naturally quite high EM and thermal resist. Oh, Zach, the YouTuber Zach, and he did a Tengu fit that was absolutely crazy. He was able to get like over 2,000 DPS with the Tengu. Just sitting here with that measly 840 DPS. He was using the crazy ballistic control systems. Oh, it was a very epic what he did right there. He used the polarized as well. Polarized heavy assault missiles give you so much, so much DPS. The only thing is you got the really crap buffer, but still, they are really epic with what you can do. Oh, is this a invasion or incursion? Yeah. You hear that you can hear the Sanchez going crazy in the background. They're very angry. Shmiel medulla. Tectum. Ooh. Tectum is a part of the brainstem. You know, there are a lot of brain terminology here. Medulla, a part of the brainstem. Tectum, another part of the brainstem. And then you got a bit of neo as well. The neo guys, they'll sit there, and I'm guessing they mean neocortex, a part of the brain, or like what another word for the brain, the big brain. Oh, I hope we don't get popped here because we've got cargo containers nearby. Oh my god, we are gonna get popped here, aren't we? Oh wait, there's no one here. Can we do it? Do it. Who is attacking me?
You cannot cloak your ship as you are being targeted by someone.
Oh no. This is not what we want to have right here. No. This is not what we want to have right here. This is not what we want to have right here. Incursion rats, man. Incursion rats. They're absolutely... Oh, they had to have cargo containers there. Can't even lock them up. It's time to fight, guys. It's time to fight. missile precision script. Let's see now if we can get out of the scram range. We have to the pull range here. Oh, 35 damage. How are we doing so little damage? We're tanking them at least. What can we do here? We can maybe make our way towards the gate. That's what we can do, I think. How far is it away? 56. And we seem to be able to tank this, so that's alright. We can lock up big stuff, I guess. Maybe, hopefully, we could take them out. Missile range. 280 meters a second, 54 kilometers. Doesn't look so hopeful. But I think we could tank this, so if we could slowly go towards the gate... Oh, never mind, never mind. Oh, come on now. What could we do here? I think we can maybe increase the transversal a little bit. EM. Overheat this, please. We're just... Oh, you are kidding me. You are absolutely kidding me. They had to decloak me right there with those stupid cargo containers. And the mobile track. Look at those cheeky scrubs. Look at those cheeky scrubs just harvesting my loot like that. Oh, this is such an epic fail to multiple degrees right here. What I should have done, there's a mistake I did right here, and it is a quite big mistake which I did right here. I was warping gate to gate, and you shouldn't usually do that. Optimally, you shouldn't do that in nullsec. That is a bit of a lazy person's thing, where if you warp gate to gate, this is the stuff that can happen. Because if I had gone to maybe an asteroid belt, warped in 100 kilometers on the gate, then it would have been fine, and I would have seen, okay, yeah, whatever. There's, you know, it's all right. But now that I warped in a very predictable location, where they knew that people were going to come here, people placed cargo containers, and I got popped. The lessons learned. It's just annoying that these kind of things have to be the case, because it's just going to make traveling take so long. But yeah, that's very tragic right there. My camo content. Look at that. He's just stealing my wreck like that. Is there nothing I can do to get my something from my wreck? No, it's just Tech 2 stuff anyway, but still. But we were tanking initially really good in the beginning, so I'm a bit surprised what was it exactly that happened that went wrong. Let's see now. First we were taking from the small frigates. I think they're called Cerebellum. Yeah, these guys here. What happened was that we started taking big damage from the... Oh, 1,200 from these frigates. How is that? I did no damage. Absolutely no damage to these guys. Cruise missile. This seems to have given me problems as well. Colliculus, yeah. And it must have been a bit because, well, you know, they were doing initially low damage. Colliculus was doing here. Colliculus is a part of the brainstem as well, I believe. They got a big deal with the brainstem. Okay, yeah, 256 and then 600 right here. Oh, very tragic, very tragic. I'm sorry, guys, for the epic fail right there. This is just... we're going to continue. We're not going to give up right here. We're going to continue and march forward, because we are not going to let these fails prevent us from glory of nullsec or being able to find the good DED sites. Gonna try again with maybe even alter the fate slightly. Definitely more ammunition next time. Alright, that's enough for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video right here. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.